Okay, so ready for a deep dive?
Always?
This one's a big one.
Okay.
Unconditional love and acceptance. I mean, who doesn't crave that, right?
Mm,
Especially in a world where we're constantly being judged and measured.
absolutely.
It's makes this source we're looking at, talking about Jesus, so intriguing.
Yeah.
Um, Finding that, that deep sense of belonging and hope into the figure of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And this beautiful idea that runs through the whole thing. Christ's love is like, it's just this radical embrace.
It really is.
It's like you're welcomed just as you are.
It's the beauty of grace. It's the beauty of mercy.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's not just like some, vague concept.
No.
There's this quote that really grabbed me.
Okay.
It says, "Seek the Lord Jesus for his compassionate hands. Embrace you just as you are, regardless of your greatness or shortcomings."
Oh, wow.
It stopped me in my tracks.
It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Because it speaks to a truth that I think we all kind of lose sight of sometimes,
Yeah.
that we are inherently worthy of love just by existing.
Yeah.
We don't have to earn it.
Right.
It's a gift.
It is. It's this like unconditional acceptance. It's what we all long for.
Yeah, I do.
No strings attached.
Absolutely.
Can you kind of unpack that a little more for us?
Yeah, it's so countercultural. It goes against everything our culture is telling us.
Yeah.
We're constantly bombarded with messages of, self-improvement, striving for success, achieving perfection.
Right. Right.
And this is the opposite, and it's beautiful, and it's rooted in grace, in mercy, and recognizing that, we're all flawed, we all make mistakes, and we're still loved. Think about what Jesus says in John 6:37. All those the Father gives me will come to me, and whoever comes to me, I will never drive away.
Right.
It's an invitation to come as you are without any preconditions.
And it's interesting how the quote that we mentioned talks about, Christ's hands is the symbol of his compassion.
Yeah.
Why is that image so significant, do you think?
It is. It's such a powerful image.
Yeah.
And because it's such a powerful visual, and I think about, hands are how we reach out to others, how we offer comfort, how we offer healing. And throughout the Gospels, you see Jesus's hands in action, healing the sick, touching the untouchable,
Yeah.
restoring people to wholeness.
It makes me think about that story in Matthew 8:2-3
Yeah.
about the man with leprosy who begs Jesus to be made clean, and Jesus doesn't hesitate. He reaches out, touches him, and says, "I am willing, be clean."
Absolutely. It's such a beautiful act of compassion and acceptance. And it's not just about physical healing.
Right.
It's a metaphor for the spiritual healing and restoration that Christ offers. It's about being cleansed from the things that separate us from God and from each other.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like we all have kind of a spiritual leprosy, like those insecurities, those doubts, those things that make us feel unworthy.
That's such a great way to put it.
And Christ's love is what heals those wounds.
And talking about Jesus, the source that we're looking at connects that with Romans 5:8.
Yeah.
But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. It's the ultimate act of love and acceptance. We are loved not because of what we do or don't do,
Yeah.
but simply because we are.
It's almost too much to grasp sometimes.
It is. It's amazing.
This idea that we're loved that much even at our worst.
It is. And it's not just about receiving that love either.
Yeah.
It's about letting it transform us. It's about recognizing that if we're truly loved and accepted by Christ, then we are free to love and accept ourselves and others in the same way.
So we see Christ's hands, healing and accepting. But talking about Jesus also uses this beautiful image of his hands as guides, as support. Like in Psalm 139:10, it says, "Even there your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast."
Oh, I love that. That speaks to the incredible promise of constant presence and guidance, that we're never truly alone.
Yeah.
Even when we feel lost or afraid, we're held, we're loved.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key takeaway you hope listeners will hold on to?
I think the core message of talking about Jesus is that seeking Jesus means encountering a love that defies human logic, a love that sees us fully, accepts us fully, and empowers us to live more fully.
And it leaves us with a lot to think about, right?
It does.
I mean, if we truly believe that Christ's love is unconditional, how does that change the way we see ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
How does it change the way we treat others?
That's good.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Thank you.